In this video, we're going to learn about string interpolation. So string interpolation is a little bit of an intimidating word, but really it has a simple definition. All it means is the substitution of variable values inside of strings. So you have some string, you want to place some other variable inside of that string. That's called string interpolation. The easiest way to do this is with something called F strings. They're short for formatted strings. So we're going to see how they work below. So there are two steps in this F string for basic F strings. Number one is you're going to prefix your string with the letter F. So you'll see this little F before the string you want to interpolate. And then you want to surround the variable names with curly braces within the string. All right, so let's take these three variables, and these are not the things we're going to interpolate just yet. So we just have the variable name is assigned to the string Ted, the variable occupation is assigned to the string data scientist, and the variable salary is assigned the value 99,999. So let me go ahead and execute this, and now what I'm going to do is create an F string. So the way you create an F string, and it's really just a normal string, but it allows for interpolation, allows for substitution. So I'm going to just start with the letter F and then quotes, and make sure it's double quotes. And now I can place any of these values or any values, variables inside of this string. So I'm actually going to begin, and the way you do it is with these curly braces. And we'll put a variable name we want to place there. So we want to say, I want to put whatever the variable name is right here is a occupation and earns salary per year. Okay. All right. So if we look at this whole thing, okay, this is my F string. We have that it will be substituted. Anywhere where you see curly braces, you will have a substitution. So Python, since it knows that this is an F string, and because there's an F that's preceding the string right here, it will substitute in. It's not going to use these literal curly braces and name. It's going to say, hey, all right, what is the variable name? Well, it's equal to Ted. So I'm going to substitute in Ted here. What is occupation? Well, I'm going to change it to data scientist. Or I'm going to substitute in data scientist. What is the salary? Well, I'm going to place in 99,999. So let me go ahead and execute this so you can see this, and it substitutes in like that. So what's cool about this is that you can, let's just copy and paste this over here, and copy and paste this down below over here. You can change the names. I can say Penelope is an architect and give her a higher salary like this. So now I can use the same F string. I can just change the variables and I get the new string that has an interpolated value like this. So Penelope is an architect and earns $199,999 per year. Okay, so that is how, so F strings are really cool. It's an easy way to substitute in variables in your program into a string. All right, let's move on. There's another way to do the same task is with this format method. Now, the reason I'm showing you this format method, this is an older syntax in Python. The F strings is a newer syntax. A lot of people love these F strings. I like them. They make it very simple to do this substitution, but there is another way, and this is how you do it. So take a look down here. We have almost the same thing, name, occupation, and salary, and a string like this, S. So notice this is not an F string. There's no F that precedes the string. There's no prefix F right here. So let's say I want to put in variables like this. So So anywhere where there's curly braces, I want to do a substitution. Well, I can call the format method. So we just learned about methods. And I can say, all right, the first one will be name, the second one will be occupation, the third one will be salary. So I'm declaring these variables here. And then the substitution happens with the format method like this. So there's my full sentence. It just does the substitution. All right, let's look at this one. So here we just don't declare the variables first. We just place their literal values in the format method. So you can have any number of arguments you pass here to the method. It just has to correspond to the number that it's replacing. So here there's 3. Again, here now it's Sally, doctor, and 4. And we get that. You can also make the format method with variable names. So here I've just said, all right, you have to use the variable name, OCC, and then Sal like this. So now you can actually specify the variable names like this. So wherever it sees Sal, even though this is the first one over here, it'll make the replacement over here. It's just different ways to use the format method, and it's pretty straightforward. You can read the formal notes to get every last detail here. I just wanted to cover some of the different ways. Now, what I would like you to do is to use F strings for your projects. Don't use this format method. This is fine, it still works. It's mainly used in older projects, but if you can use the F string, it's hopefully easier to use. You just insert in right where you want that variable to be, and you don't have to use any methods. There's no dot format. It just works right away. Okay, so that is basic string interpolation using F strings.